Doing it. Fucking doing it, bro. Fucking doing it live. There we are. Why don't I just podcast now? Oh shit. Well, that's like going on a whim here, and it's incomplete because I want to make sure that I fucking prepare. I'm not investing. Taking everything personal. And like I shouldn't. In the event that I don't know somebody can't handle it, but when it's personable, it means enough to me. I fucking take it personal. I don't ever like walk in the room with a defined attitude by any means. I believe in order. I believe in discipline. I believe in respect. I believe in authority. I believe in leadership. Um, I don't believe that anything that I find as success is going to be based on money or income. That would be, I mean, that would be nice, but but would it be like if money is what makes you capable of doing more, and that's what you're setting it on, then aren't you limited? I don't know. I don't like when someone tells me insist, not that like I should consider, but tells me anything other than what I believe in, or at least gives me the opportunity to um, provide insight on what I believe in. Um, or I don't know. What are we doing here, man? Thanks for tuning into the live. We're back on the live as we've been doing, which I don't want to be a dick, but like if you're not paying attention, it's not my fault. And I don't know. I don't understand. I do more for other people who don't appreciate or even fully understand what it is I do or what it takes to do. And like I'm still ever evolving and learning and improving. I still have ways to go, but like just don't I don't know, man. Like I got enough shit going on. Man, yeah, I had a rough day, you know? And still here I am, at least trying. Let's admit, like I don't always pull it off. I don't always do the top notch like I could, for sure. I don't always give 150%. Um, if I can't get fucking credit for at least showing up, like that's fine. That's no good. That's cool. But like, where the fuck are you? And who's like if anything is anything that I do or believe in is going to be defined, um, and you're going to counter or beg to differ, like, can you please like then do it? Then like you, I don't know where to begin, and I really shouldn't, but like I'll go for whatever. Like if you feel that you've like established yourself in a certain place that um, is I don't know if you can hear me. I don't even know. I don't give a shit, man. I really don't anymore. Like let me be specific about others' opinions or a lack of what they don't know, and making up for like filling in the void by like just I don't know assuming. You can't tell me that I don't put thought, consideration, or time in anything that I do, and try to put out there. And even if it's bare minimum, I show the fuck up and I do something. And if I'm not there, I'm probably either like practicing or training or investing my personal time in learning or whatever. You cannot, if you assume, if you think I'm a fucking idiot, then like that's fine. You can do that because I guarantee you 9 times out of 10 when I walk in a room, my head's low and I'd rather play that role than let you know that I know more than you think, because then I become a threat, or it just limits me to what I can learn or what I can verify. It's just how I've lived ever since I was a child. You know, when I got molested by my family, um, I think it started then, where I became observant, or I limited myself because I learned that I could find a lot more information or understanding of things by playing silent rather than assuming or than asking. Because even if you ask, does that mean that you're going to get the answer? There's being honest and there's telling the truth. I mean, there's a difference there. I have respect for anyone in any field in whatever they do, anything that they contribute their time to, and that's me. And I don't expect that from other people. But even on my worst days, like, it makes no different than on my best days, just to be disrespected. If we're on the same team and you don't know what I attribute, what I do, whatever. And I'll be vague. I'm not trying to be specific and put anything out there. It's the principle. It's the principle. It breaks my heart, especially when, and, you know, a generation above me. If I ever have to get into an argument, because I don't back down, and it's not because I want dominance. It's because I want understanding. You know, if I could see your point of view, and I'll chalk it up to, like, maybe you forgot, maybe you weren't aware, or maybe you didn't fully do your research. Um, you know, which is, if you're in journalism, like, I don't know, I figured that would be like just a natural ability to kind of observe and read the room. Um, but actually, I believe it is. I really do. Like, because I don't consider myself a journalist, but I play the role very, very much so in certain aspects, because the the methods of, you know, what a journalist does is a lot of, like, you know, research, or like knowing the subject, you know, understanding what it is that they're talking about. Be like a salesman, you know. How can I sell you a lawnmower if, like, all I know is pogo sticks? Well, I just learned the lawnmower, right? Like, there's a lot of things that may be made difficult that, like, really aren't. It's really very simple, and it's simple enough to where, like, um, I don't know, man. Who the fuck are we kidding? Who are you kidding? What are we doing here? I made it clear that I was, after, like, certain things had expired, I was gonna go pursue my dream and my passion, and something that, like, is a childhood thing for me. And, like, obviously, like, it was either forgot or wasn't being paid attention to, which is fine, cool. Um, but, like, gestures, mocking, like, I don't, even if it's like a little, like, maybe other people didn't see it, like, I see it. Like, if you can't respect me, or, like, I don't know, man, value anything that I do, then don't involve me. Don't involve yourself in what I do. Like, I really, there's no one or no one thing that is really, like, producing results in anything I do, but, like, I don't know, me and the shit that I do. I get into these. Let me calm down, which has been very hard today. It's been very stressful. I've really been taking the loss of a life from a friend hard, on top of other things that just kind of, like, they were stacked up but kind of rolled down. Um, but the difference is that it's harder for me to, like, not speak up. It's harder for me to not react, because, like, for the most part, let's rewind now. Let's pay attention, if you were, like, keep my head low, and I try to be respectful. First off, to me, because if I'm yapping or in defense, then what am I learning? Just like, you know, I want to be honest with myself, because if I can't trust myself, then how can anyone trust me? And, like, if I lie to myself, I lie to other people, whether, like, I believe believe it or not. It's just psychology, and it's something that I study in my spare time. Which, like, who would have thought, right? No, he does not. He sure does not. Do I or don't I? Who knows? Ultimately, however you feel and what you think, I respect. That's fair. You don't have to believe anything. If I walk around like my whole life bluffing and like, oh, what the fuck am I doing? That's a joke. I don't. I try. I try to take myself serious. No, I take myself serious. I try to take other people serious. And it kills me. And I'm not doing tit for tat, but if I feel disrespected, then it's concerning and it bothers me more than anything. I'm not worried about getting, like, proving anyone wrong. It's just like, if there's a situation to where, like, you lack the capabilities or the capacity to, recall or like just go off of facts and reality, that's understandable. That's okay. I do keep records, logs, write shit down, and I'm sorry, but I got reference points and receipts to, like, where I'm basing my facts. And when I do get ramped up, and it's not like I don't get I don't get passionately fucking emotional for no reason. It just doesn't make any sense. And it's not often I get this upset, but, like, it's a tit for tat where, like, here we are in a situation where, like, rather than mourning or, like, giving that any focus, I'm taking my time and directing it here to said group. Um, and I'm not making that a big deal. Um, that will factor into how I react and my emotions and everything. Absolutely. No excuse. No excuse. I don't believe in, I don't believe anything where, like, I'm coming out of line, whether it's called for or not, whether I'm in the right or not. I don't think that's acceptable behavior. And for me, let alone anyone else. So I'll play the role of bad guy, and I'll admit, I'll acknowledge, and I'll apologize. Those are the moments really when I see that, like, where I'm really at with people, because if you can't at least, I don't know, make some kind of judgment calls where you acknowledge that maybe you're not explaining things correctly, um, or you may be wrong. Like, if you can't give and take, then, like, what are we doing here? Who are we fooling? Because, like, I don't know. I realize that, like, I know credentials, I know credibility, I know background, I know history of every person I'm involved with. Okay, I respect that. And if, like, if whatever, like, appeal makes you feel superior, or, like, other people aren't, um, I don't know. Let's say, like, you just can't give it the thought that maybe someone knows what the fuck they're talking about because you're whatever. Um, I can't do that. Whatever. I mean, I can be quiet. I can shut up. I can let it go. But in times like these, where, like, it's just fucking insulting that, like, I don't know. I feel like certain things are put on me to where, like, I'm not getting results, or I'm not doing enough, or something. Like, there's something in there. I don't know specifically, but I do know enough to where it's like, first off, I made we can actually go back in the YouTube history here, or Facebook, or whatever media platform you prefer, or I need to put on there. I'll put it on there. Okay, which that's something I'm working on. Um, but I do a lot as it is, and that's enough for me. Like, this is I do what I do. Let's go back to that. I provide content. I never said that I was anything, or whatever specific. Um, I'm in a moment where I did volunteer. I did get back into, like, I love teamwork. I love being able to provide and give back, or participate, or help out, or build somebody, or teach somebody. I'm a huge believer in leaders building leaders, because we are more stronger as a team full of competent, capable people, than anything. Um, but, like, there's there's nothing right now that is helping me tremendously, or that I'm benefiting from. or that I'm taking advantage of, because like it's not, I don't feel it's necessary, um, and even where it is necessary, it's not given, it's not provided. Like we have, please don't tell me how many years you've been in the game, and then like show me like no progress, and then tell me that I'm not doing anything with my fucking life. Like please, like not if you want me to like not take it personal. I don't like, and you don't have to know. You don't have to be aware. You don't have to like consider the fact that like I'm committed to a discipline of because I'm a musician. Like that's where I feel like write songs, sing, perform. That's my passion. That's what I want to do. That's what I decided to, part just let things go where they were. If our deal, our term has ended, let's move there respectfully, and I'm gonna do um, what I promised my inner child that I would pursue and keep doing and never give up on. And what my kids have always known me to be doing is music. Okay, but then like I'm willing to participate. I'm willing to be involved. I'm willing to help. I'm willing to like use my brand. Um, your primary concern is what you can benefit from my brand, then that's just for you to figure out. Whatever. Really, I don't. I don't give a shit about money. Yes, I would like to make more. Yes, I would like to capitalize on the things that I'm doing. That's not like my entire concern. Don't you? I'm sorry. You're not gonna tell me like I'm not doing enough. Like I'm a content creator. Okay, like am I happy with like my results and everything? Not necessarily. I can always do better. Um, but like consider the more time I'm investing in building your dreams and your vision, your everything, um, while providing what I have, so that we can make money off of it. Um, you might be lost in the sauce, but like I'm observant enough to see like, okay, what are we doing here? Like I'm upset with myself because I feel like I had a conversation where I overreacted, um, and I did not conduct myself professionally or how I should have. However, at the same time, I'm unapologetic because like I'm sorry, like I stand firm. Like if we're gonna talk reality and truth, like let's lay out the facts. I'm laying out the ball stack. Okay, you put yours on the table, I put mine on the table. Okay, like this is what's going on. Okay, it's not, we're not creating the illusion by whatever words here. Like, and if me and you're the only one that know and they don't know, like let's not pretend it went any other way. Like, what the fuck? You've got the wrong one. You want me to explain Cleveland? Like Cleveland is like it's fucking raw. It's grit. It's real. Like yes, we have a fucking shitty Browns team, all right, but we fucking are passionate about fucking being getting back up, doing it again. Um, at no matter what, not giving up, at being resilient, at being real, at being raw, okay, and then being open to like taking pride in the culture of who we are, which is of many different things. Okay. Um, lately, I've been making it very apparent, like as far as like playing out in the Cleveland scene. I loved and I do love being out there and in there and everything with it and the diversity and the culture and who we are and what we do and what comes out of Cleveland. And if you're from a different city or a state or whatever, it's very, from what I do, eh, I've come a long way. Okay, it's not like it's not 2016 anymore. Simply go on the YouTube page and like look at the description there. You go on the ones that I run, or that are active. Like you want a description, it's there. You want to know what I do, it's there. For you to not take time to understand what it is that is provided, being that like I am supposed to trust in the process. Like, what the fuck is going on? And like, you can Google my shit. You can look at the history. You can find my shit out there, right? So like, I've done this a while ago, and every now and again I do like for progress and relevance purposes, do a little checkup on whatever brand I'm on or with or whoever I'm working with. It became a habit, you know, with the podcasting, which I've never been like the best podcaster. Um, that whole thing is something that like I contribute for others, for us, by us, and I let people be involved with. Like, you can have any opinion you want, but like what the fuck, dude? I don't get it. How blatantly obvious it is that there's something wrong there. And with my association with anyone, like so far, like the credentials are my credentials are they get me a lot further than using any other ones. Let's just throw it out there. Like any of the events that I did, celebrities I've talked to, were based off of used on my credentials. Um, with one place, I was kind of like misled to believe that it was their, you know, association that got me where I was at. It was wrong. It was wrong, and that doesn't make me better than anybody. But it's the simple thing of like just because you're not aware does not mean that I'm not aware. I know who the fuck's next to me, and like like it's like do we want to get down to it? Like this is a joke. This is a joke. If it's for as long as I've been doing this, or if it is how like detailed it is listed in the things I put out or I do. If it's looked at or rearranged or spoke of any other way, then you're at a certain point you're really not supporting. Like sharing, that's cool. Once in a while, it should be every time, all the time, whatever. Um, but whatever. Who am I to say what should be? Because outside of what I do and who I am, I'm open to the world presenting itself as it feels fit. That is fine. And whatever. Bottom line, if you just stand firm and you don't, I would have more respect if you just stand firm where you disagree, right? Whether you have facts or not, and you're basing it off of anything relevant. The fact that you're passionate enough to stand up for what you believe in, I can respect that. But then the other things that accompany that, that's where it just falls down to where it's like, if you don't know what you're doing, don't fucking tell me. You know, like, the smoke and mirrors, the grand illusion. Like, I see through that shit. That's literally that's what I do in creating and entertaining. Like, but it's crazy because I feel like I'm the old dog trying to regain the glory, and like I don't think I'm there yet. I don't think it's even possible. But I can see where like it is, and you know I don't mean any disrespect. I don't want to knock anyone, and if I did, that's wrong with me, and that's not what I'm trying to do. But just don't fucking don't knock me, and really disheartening, really discouraging. If someone who I look to respect as that person, feeling that like I can't be first off that like I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't like what? Okay, because because what? Because you don't know? Because like so let me tell you like I didn't say anything that I'm going to say now. So like I'm jumping on a platform that is a paid platform, um, and if you know like if I'm not in control, I'm kind of limited to whatever I'm given, right? I can only go so far. Boom, this is where I'm at. Then I try to tell you, and then like it's pushed off, whatever, and yeah, who cares? I don't know. I guess it's not important. Um, and I don't know what I'm doing. Well, if I'm only limited to a certain amount of things that I can do, um, I don't understand what the confusion is because it's not that I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not able to do it unless I'm given the keys to the ignition or whatever. Like, but whatever. Um, I don't understand where the confusion is on the turntable when it spins. But so I ended up paying out of pocket with money I don't have and doing it on my own, right? Um, and then like being talked to, like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and like I'm at the first off, if you know anything, which maybe you don't, that's okay, because I don't, it's not how I carry myself. But let me do it right now, okay? When I got into podcasting, what I'm doing right now, if you know anything, you should know, and this now includes music. If I'm involved to a certain extent at any moment, when I feel that I'm held back or I'm limited by what's around me, I figure out what it is I need to learn to make me capable of doing it and not being held back. Okay, because if I'm gonna fail, it's gonna be my failure. It's gonna be my whatever. I just can't do like let me wait for you to fucking like figure out what you're doing, and then I can proceed to like you learn on your time, I learn on my time. Cool, cool. All right, but like maybe everyone else doesn't understand around the room. That's fine. I'm not trying to like dog anybody out in front of people, but like between you and I, like bro, if you don't know what you're doing, don't don't try to tell me shit about what I'm doing or like what I don't know if you don't even know. Like maybe I should have brought it up sooner. Maybe it was a dick thing for me to like, well, I have an account and like I kind of went through the motions and I'm just trying to tell you. But like we're gonna put this off and we'll figure it out later, which never happens. And then like I'm insulted in a group talk. Like that's rude. It's fucking rude. And maybe they don't know, but like if 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 the person I'm talking to doesn't know, I don't feel comfortable with that person being in a leadership role or confident. Like, mm, a leadership's chair can be occupied by anyone who sits in it. That does not mean that is the correct person or the person that should be. And I'm not saying anything other than the fact that like I can't accept what's unacceptable. I can't. And if we can't meet in the middle, then somebody's got to budge. And I'm sorry, like I lay everything out there. Literally, it's what I fucking do. By the way, sorry for cussing. I'm just, I'm irate. Out of all times, I'm trying to set aside personal things that bother me and upset me, give my time and attention to a group that's missing people who are not in attendance. That like okay, whatever, it's not about them, but like I can't. You can't give me that little bit, okay? Like until you're paying me, I don't like honestly anymore. Like, well, who the fuck are you? And like, if you haven't been like, if you're not from here or whatever, maybe you are, maybe it doesn't matter. But like, do you know who the fuck I am? And I'm not saying that's any greater than anybody. And that's not what the intent is. And me saying, do you know who I am? I'm asking, do you know who I am? Do you know what I do? What I obsess over? What I care about? What I make effort towards? And if you don't, then like, please, like next time, like maybe consider that before you pull them on a team, unless it's you're just trying to fucking take clout or like take advantage or ride the train. Um, because like my following, your following, like are two different things. And what I do and my understanding of my purpose is not your fucking call. I'm sorry. It's just rude. It's just disrespectful. Disrespect is disrespect. Period. If you don't want to work with me, you really don't have to. Because I promise you, for the most part, with the exception of a few people, I'm working more for you than you're working for me. I guarantee. And I don't even care about that. I'm happy to be involved. I do appreciate. Don't let, like, I'm not by any means trying to, like, intentionally be rude or disrespectful or inconsiderate. In fact, like, it's the opposite. And I would like, you fucking, the principle. Let's go back to principles. Like, you want respect, I want respect, man. I give you, you give me. Don't insult my intelligence. Unless it's like a memory thing or you just don't recall. Like, even then, I got receipts. Like, I'm here to work. Like, I'm not here to fucking dick around. I'm not here to fake it to make it. Like, the and the more you're weighing me down on shit that you want me to do for you, like, honestly, like, you should be more appreciative. And that's why I've limited and rolled back, because what are we doing? Pay me and I'll shut the fuck up. Pay me and you can make the rules. Until then, I've been unavailable as a parent, as a boyfriend, husband. Like, I've been unavailable. Okay, understand that, to family and friends. Um, Out of the commitment for the wild and crazy dream, where, like, it's just he's fucking off, or he's just getting an escape, or he's just, it's not like, it's never been anything entertainment wise. It's never been a hobby. It's been a craft that I'm learning from, and one thing helps me with the other. You cannot fucking tell me who I am, whether it's a podcast director, producer, because for one, like, I'm not even that good at whatever said thing. I don't claim it. I do it to get it fucking done. Are you kidding me? And if it's been years that we worked together, you know me and you don't know that, then, like, whoa, we should stop right here. I'm not asking anyone to fucking cower to my feet, or, like, I don't. It's not about supremacy. It's not about role. It's not about title. It's not about who's better. It's not about money. Not for me. If it is for you, so be it. That's fine. Don't direct your shit towards me. Don't include me. Don't use my shit. Period. I would rather be a starving artist that inspires than a fucking ignorant, wealthy individual. How about that? Period. The payoff is not money. The payoff is not finances. The struggle, it's real. And the payoff comes when that comes. That's for me to, like, decide or, like, weigh on. I'm not taking away from anybody. I'm here to provide. You don't like what I provide? If you don't know what I provide, like, that's the new thing from now on. If you don't know what I provide, if you don't know my background, what I do, then we're not doing this. It makes no sense. And I can see how people are like, oh, he could really do this. He could really help. And I'm for it. I'll build your brand. But, like, with every brand, when the disrespect comes, whether it's for me or the people out in the scene, then that's when it stops. Period. I'm that motherfucker. Okay? I'm that dude. Here's the key. Respectfully, here is, your expectations you can have back, and like, I'll call it good. I'll walk on my own. I've done it my whole life. I've lived a whole fucking life walking the road less traveled. That is what the whole fucking theme of everything that I do is about. The resilience. It's about overcoming. That's the theme. If you didn't pick it up, okay, I don't know, maybe you lived an easier life. If you didn't read into it, okay, maybe you're not paying attention to where, like, it's coming from. But over time, I'm at the point right now where it's laid out, it's detailed. It's very in the crazy world that I lived in. I'm like I don't claim to be an organized person, but it's very organized in the categories that it needs to be up to this point, as far as like being available for people to comprehend. And if you don't comprehend, then that's fine. It ain't for you. And if it ain't for you, maybe you shouldn't capitalize on it. I can't. I cannot just say that it's okay for like first and foremost, I come to the game as a content creator. Okay, I'm not doing your fucking dishes. You do your dishes. All right, I'm here to create the entertainment and the illusion while you eat. Okay, I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't care anymore. I don't. I'm really trying to run myself out of steam because I just I can't accept the fact that like it's not everyone in the room, but like it's me and you. And if it's me and you and you're trying to play it any different, no, like okay. And maybe let's consider because I'm willing. I'm willing to be open. Maybe like you weren't paying attention, you were distracted. I don't know. Like if I'm inquiring and trying to contact you on something and you're busy with your family, I respect that. Man, you know what? Like family first. That's fine. You do that. Don't don't tell me that I wasn't there. I didn't show up or that I didn't try. And I continuously keep doing this with certain people or things. And I'm at the point where like it's not gonna be like, you know what, I quit. No, no. And it's not it's the intent isn't to fire back and bully people or like be an asshole. I don't want to do that. I really don't. I feel bad in the end, whether you see it or not. And I know better. Simply, simply put, I know better. It's not that's not the true character. But at the same time, like what doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. And like if you think I'm gonna cower or back down, you know, and you need to establish your dominance so you don't look a certain way or I don't expose you, then I'm telling you right now, like that's your problem to deal with. And I don't know. I don't know how else, I cannot see any angle where like I'm willing to apologize for what I acknowledge as me overstepping or me um, jumping to conclusions, me overreacting. Absolutely, absolutely, for sure, absolutely. There's a way to say something. There's a way to handle things. Um, like how many years are gonna go by to where like what are you doing for me here? Okay, even if you buy a domain for me that you own, like what are you doing for me? And why am I not utilizing that or filling that up? Why do you think? Is it because I'm lazy? Like I've watched how I step. Okay, I'm very grateful and I'm appreciative. And like when it comes to where I feel like makes sense, I'll make sense of it. I'm not gonna be in a position where like it'll get to a point I'll be specific and I'll call names out and all this shit if I have to, whatever. I don't it's like understand that like I'm I'm still the mission stays the same. I do what I do for the love of what I'm doing, first and foremost. I do want to make money and it'll get there. Like it's not my fucking concern. The people that are involved, like I'm the last person that should be like focused on that and that's all I'm doing. I and if you disagree, that's fine. For me, I can't. I'll lose sight of the passion. I'll lose sight of reality and what's real and what we're doing. It's just not. If that limits me and I'm not as valuable, then fucking let me know. That's fine. I can't be everyone's everything. But like leadership nowadays, like in so many different avenues, is just it's like it's not believable to me. It's shit on average for the most part because like just because you have a role or a title, like walk it like you fucking talk it, Billy. Like you have a badge, that's good. It doesn't mean that you're like you should be a cop. You know, you buy a house, you rent it out. That's good. Doesn't mean that you were meant to be a landlord. Like just because you can fill that role doesn't mean you should be in that role. And like if we get to that point, then maybe that's what it is. And if like you disagree, then I'm not fit, and then I'm not. Maybe I shouldn't. Like again, like I see the vision. I see that like I see where you want to go. You know, I get that. I see the potential. Um, but like if you don't understand it fully and you're kidding yourself, that's very. I don't know. I can't buy into that. I'm not looking at comments, by the way. I mean, this isn't. I'm I'm trying to be consistent with the lives that like I was suggested that I should be doing instead of playing around with music. Like motherfucker, that's my passion. That's what I was committed to, devoted to, and that's what I was doing until I slowed down a little bit and I considered the fact that like okay, you share something here and there, you support a little bit. You know, I appreciate that. Like so does like a few of the fans. Like they're just as important, valuable. Okay, I feel like a horrible fucking parent for as much as I have been emotionally unavailable. So, like, if you can't understand where I'm coming from, if you can't give me the benefit of the doubt, or at least the bottom line is just a little bit of respect, then fuck you. Like, flat out, man. And I mean that. Like, how it's spelled and pronounced. Like, who are you? Who are you? Honestly, I give way too much credit. Way too much. Okay, and this is even to like the like the lowest of low that I deal with in life. I give way much more respect. And I try to find a little bit of it back. Then there's sometimes where I give so much to where like it's like, oh well, fuck it, listen, do as I told, do as I say, not as I do, whatever. Like, come back down and talk to me like a fucking adult. I don't care. Like, I don't like. If we're talking about human beings and man to man, like come back, come right here and talk to me like an individual. Unless like you are providing facts, unless you are in a position to where like you really can tell me for certain on certain things that you're not certain on, that like I'm not a yes man. I'm not a like, oh okay. I not to that extent. Not to that, like I believe in loyalty. I believe in like I've taken a lot of fucking grunt and disrespect. Um, tough love, let's say. But you're not fucking tough loving me here. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Seriously. Right now, like I don't know, man. Let me apologize to Jake Paul. Let me be specific on certain things. Let me say that like my views don't represent his. That guy's my voice for a reason. Um, and he's a lot more wise and intelligent than um, he's ahead of his time, and I respect him. I really do. I really do. Everything, his commitment, his knowledge, um, and I went over like kind of went off on him, and he was being reasonable and he was seeing each side, and he was correct in what he was saying, but there like the depth of it is where I was lost in because like how long are you going to be involved before progress is really made? What are we fucking doing? Like not something from like 20 years ago, like but like relevant, consistently. Um, but like tell me what I'm doing wrong, please. Like get the fuck out of here, man. Come on, dude. We're getting past this shit. We're getting like you put the fucking was it the buggy before the horse on a lot of different things. Like I tried to make it. I tried to point out and make kind of like a point here because I know how a general. Um, I have a good idea generally how things in order should be presented or like are presented. So if we're gonna go to an area of like, you're talking about sales, money. Like first off, respectfully as a leader, um, I'm just kind of puzzled. I like you're like if you're gonna present it, let's like make sense here. Like okay, so you did this and you made money. All right, that's cool. So that's just the goal. We just make money. Like how much? Like what? Um, I have an understanding of how those things like sponsors, advertising, okay, residual income, okay, like as far as like the sale what we're trying to sell here, and then the worth of what we're doing. Like is $50 really worth paying for 3 months on this site that brings in this amount of traffic, which is not it's um, not really high volume traffic zone. No, I wouldn't pay that. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm the idiot the whole time. I don't know. But like, you don't. You're selling me on shit that like. Yes, okay. I'm glad that you get a good general view of it. But like, I should not. I should. I should just be doing music. I should just be doing music. And it really fucking like, dude. You know how much time I got to a point where I was fucking happy and I'm confident and I'm on a roll, and I start rolling back. And this isn't of anyone's fault over here, right? Not yet. I roll back a little bit, try to get back and network and put others in a position of opportunity. Okay? Um, maybe you don't know, maybe you don't understand, maybe you don't respect. I don't fucking care. But then, like, if you're going to be included in that, I'm not going back to the same old shit, man. And this is like, what you guys want to be a content provider? Do you want to make if I'm providing, if I'm giving content to a provider and I'm not making any money or I'm not getting anything out of it, that's on you, not me, bro. Like, the fuck what are you distributing? Like, what? It's like giving me a bare bone skeleton. Like, okay. Oh, you want me to fill it in and like, okay, get the fuck out of here, man. And how are the people in the room next to me, around me, not like, I don't know. Question my shit. I'm sure it's like, huh? Well, yeah, right? Because come on now. Or I'd look it up, Google it. What am I lacking here? Like then like there's ways of like there's ways of finding where things are established time wise, legally, the whole like value, the cost, the audience, the platform. Like you don't have to be in charge of who oversees that to find out. Um, but you don't need the password to get in someone's account. What do you mean? Well, have you been hacked before? Like, there's ways. There's always ways. I'm tired of playing the fucking dumb idiot who's just, I'm just the white guy I'm here doing the thing. Like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of being the fucking dummy. I'm tired of being the fucking example. You want to point your fucking finger at me, have logic and reason, and like be willing to have the conversation about it, not get offended and be like, like I'll be the bad guy because you can't handle your genes. Like maybe like loosen your belt a little bit. I don't like get the fuck out of here. This is it. I'm done. Like stupid shit, man. Stupid shit. I gotta stop here. I'll keep going, and like I gotta fucking work tomorrow. But you know what I'm gonna do? I don't know. My song may not get released because I may not be able to finish that because I'm gonna go back to editing and getting this video out for a good friend of mine. I'm gonna try my best. I'm very tired, but like until we're not on the same team, it's gonna bother me that like you don't know how to utilize me. You don't know like what you're talking about. I'm just like if we're gonna argue about something, somebody's off there. And I promise you, if it's me, it'll come quick. I'm not gonna dick around and try to figure out like, I'll figure out later if I was wrong because like it bothers me. I don't know, it's an Aries thing. Like I want to know, like shit, you know what? Because like if it comes down to it, I have no problem admitting where I'm wrong and apologizing. No problem with that whatsoever. And if you have a problem with that, that's your problem. Okay, I'm not. I'll walk away. I don't mean to be disrespectful, and I don't want to hurt feelings. I'll walk away, but on in my time, on my platform, on my shit, like I don't want to give anything less. Okay, I'm not the best person. I tend to be an asshole. I speak fluent sarcasm, but for the most part, when I present myself, I present myself respectfully. Not always like maybe professionally, or maybe not always the best respectfully, but like I cater to others first because I can deal. I know I can handle shit. Like I like being a light leader for the most part because I know we'll keep going. If we lose, we'll keep going. I take a loss, I'll get back up. Whether I want to or not, it's just in my fucking nature. All right, like you can't tell me about who I am. Right? You can give me insight on the outside from what you see, and you can tell me things that I may not catch or I don't know, but down to the core, okay, as far as what I see, believe, and experience in my reality, it's not gonna fly and me not be like, well, you think you thought, um, but like, no, man, that's like, and I'm getting to the point where there is no sense. There's no logic in me just catering to like just because you're older or whatever. I need to fucking whatever because that's what I was kind of raised. I don't know. Like I believed in it. I followed it. If you're an elder, I respect you. Um, but like right now, like the elders are not very impressive as far as like what I don't know. We're not gonna get there politically, but like it ain't gonna. Not at my expense. Don't fucking like don't mislead a group or try to like make a point on me like when like I'm just not going to do it. Okay, I wouldn't expect you to. I don't. At the end of the day, I'm very upset and disappointed at like being devalued, being unappreciated, um, being blatantly made aware that like you don't respect what I do enough to check your own shit and see what it is that I'm putting out there doing. And so I could put out whatever the hell I want. And it's going on your platform and you're not even checking it. It's just harder for me to like sell to people. Like to like focus in on I want to make I want to convince people to pay money into something like this. Like I can't do it, man. And if that makes me the bad guy, I take full responsibility, hand on whatever the fuck you want. Like look, I'll own up to it. Then I'm not your guy because I'm not selling people on fake shit. And I'm not pretending. I'm not faking to make it. I'm not living off in a vision that I expect other people to fucking provide. You know, like, not doing it. I really, honestly don't. I don't even. I just want to do my. I just want to stop it there. And now, like, I feel like I kind of tied someone else in. But like, you know what? If they see something, I fucking support that because they support me. Or like, I don't know how they've seen the things that I see, or I go where I go, or how I do some the things that I'm lucky enough to be able to do. I really, really, really feel lucky in that sense. I'm very grateful. Um, and I do that shit on my on my worst day, bro. My achievements are honestly, I'm telling you, like for the most part, like achievements that people go, wow. I usually going through like some of the most difficult shit in my life. And that's God honest. I have I have all the footage and all the receipts for that too. You know, like getting to meet Ric Flair, interviewing Mike Jones, like all those times that like those are big wow factors for some people that wow like and, and during those times, oh, I was struggling, man. I was fucking struggling. I was not doing good, like financially, mentally, whether it's relationships or like life, um, not doing good. Don't fucking tell me shit as far as what I bring to the table. Just saying, okay? I respect the car crashes, ouchies, boo boos, life setbacks. I respect that. I fucking respect that. Understand that, okay? But half of those battles weren't fucking close to the darkness or the shit that I've seen, and like I don't put that on you, and I don't down you, and I don't expect more of you. But for what I'm seeing and what I'm getting, I definitely expect a little bit more. I This is my channel. This is my platform, and if the shoe fits, like fucking wear it. Walk away with it and walk with grace. Okay? Because you know what? That's what is expected of me, and that's what I do. And out of everything and all the shit I can compare or say or whatever, I'm still here, man. Still here. And this is my time I'm giving for you. How does that make sense? How is that relevant? Remember, like I should be doing music right now, not live to keep your shit relevant or to like possibly bring you traffic. What the fuck is going on here? Am I the only one like, or do you what? Like by all, do like, dude, have a little bit of respect for your fucking self, dude. Like what the hell? And you probably not, you don't watch my shit, so like I don't want to hurt feelings, man. But like it's gonna get to that point where like you're gonna shit in your own, you're sit in your own shit. Cause I'm tired of fucking like pretending there's not piles of shit and wasted time everywhere. All right. What's the excuse? Fuck. My internet's down. Okay. I'm not here making excuses. That could be my excuse. However, I bet you if my fucking internet was down, you can still do it on your phone. And if you're not tech savvy enough to know that, why? Who the fuck let you in the group? Wait a minute. What group are we in, by the way? Like, what are we doing here? What's the mission? I know mine. Don't tell me what mine is. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. Okay, great. This is to a specific person. Everything that you have done, you've laid out, and you can do. I can promise you, I can replicate. It can be done. Actually, really quickly. I could match you with whatever. Okay, it's just it's that simple. Okay, like it's statistically that simple. You're coming from your generation. I'm sorry, boo boo, but like you're still catching up. I know this because I'm desperately running ahead just to try to stay with this current generation. And like a lot of shit that you like put out or you say or you do, man, like when you can create something without a watermark, then fucking tell me what I'm doing wrong. Get the fuck out of here. That's it. Let's end it on that.